Today's lesson is another great one with a bit of picking and a bit of strumming as well. It's going to be K by Cigarettes After Sex. Now, there's some really good picking in this one, so I hope you'll enjoy this. It'll take a bit of time to work out, but it's really worth the process because it's a lot of fun to play afterwards. So to start off with, we've got our capo on the first fret, so everything I'm teaching you will be relative to that. Now, before I get into the picking part, if you're enjoying any of these tutorials, please show your support by subscribing or even giving via the super thanks button below. I appreciate any support and it keeps me motivated to keep on working. Now let's get into the picking, but first off, just remember that we're in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. So if you've got a tuner handy, it might be worth pulling that out just to make sure you're in tune, and then we can get into it. Now let me show you the intro picking and then I can teach it to you a little bit slower, so. So how that's going to go will be our middle finger on the second fret, or what's now the second fret of the fourth string, ring finger on the third fret of the second string, and we've got an open third string. And we're going to pluck the fourth string, and then second and third together. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3. So back on to the second fret of the fourth string on this and after the second beat. And then off the beat again, we're going to go, and then fourth string, and then second fret of the second string. So that's going to be second, fourth, second. But this time it's going to be the second fret of the second string. Bit confusing so far, but I'll show you that now slowly. And again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then on the first beat of the next bar, we're going to go. And we're going to keep those same fingers there, so that's second fret of the second and fourth string. So again, the first beat of the next bar will be an open fifth string. So far. And again. Then we're going to go. So that same rhythm, but just sliding back up. So that's 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Except this time the 2 will be up to the third fret of the second string. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So same timing as before, but this time rather than playing the second and third together, we're just going to play the second. So from the start. And a bit faster. Now we're going to go open fourth string on the first beat of the bar. And then we're going to go second string, that's third fret. And then 4, 3, 2. Now our third string is going to have the second fret now, so it will be 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to go 3, and then open second string. So take off that third fret there. So, and slowly there. So 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. So far we've got. Then we're going to go. So that's kind of like a G major, but we only need the third fret of the sixth string. So third fret of the sixth, and then second, and then third. So 1 and 2 and then second fret of the sixth, and exactly the same pattern. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Slowly. So putting that whole thing together, I'll play it for you slowly and then I'll play it up to speed. Now there are a few variations that happened throughout the song of that as well. So after the first time they play it, they might add a few notes like this. So you'll see there, you're going to add in the third string. So again, adding in that third string just makes it a little bit more complex. And then so it's kind of similar to that third chord shape that we did where we played a few more notes there, but playing it through for every chord. But that's really all of the intro. Sometimes when they're playing this one, they'll go, so that's third and then second rather than second and then third. So that whole thing one more time for you. So that whole thing one more time for you. And then back into that same pattern. And so on. So that's the whole intro. We're going to play that through 4 times. And then that will take us into the verse. Now what I teach you for the verse is going to be played throughout almost all of the song with the same chord progression and quite a similar strumming pattern for the whole thing. So our strumming pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you might want to just practice that with some muted strings. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or it might be simpler, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, just like that. Now the chords that you need to know, I'll show you quickly. We've got our E minor. Make sure every string's ringing out. You're playing all 6 strings and you've got your 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th string. Then you've got an A major, 5th to the 1st string. Again, 2nd fret on all of these strings. It'll be 2nd, 3rd and 4th string. Not playing the 6th string. So E minor, A major. Then we've got a D major, just the 4th to the 1st string. Open 4th, 2nd fret of the 3rd, 3rd fret of the 2nd, 2nd fret of the 1st. D major. Then we've got our G major, 3rd fret of the 6th, 2nd fret of the 5th, and 3rd fret of the 1st string, open on the rest. So far, E minor, A major, D major, G major, and then we're going to add a G major with the F sharp bass note. So that's just taking that 3rd fret of the 6th down to the 2nd fret. I prefer changing my fingers over, but you don't need to there. So that's our G over F sharp. Now if we combine that strumming pattern with the chords, what you're going to get is from your E minor to your A major, to your D major, to your G major, and then back to your E minor. So I'll play that through for you. And then back to our E minor. So that strumming pattern for the last bar from your G major, down, down, up, and then your G over F sharp, down, down, up. So down, down, up, down, down, up. So down, down, up, down, down, up. And again. And then back to our E minor. So you might want to play that through with me a few times here. A major, D major, G G over F sharp. So that's really all that you need to know for the verse, as well as the chorus and everything else in between. That's quite a simple way of playing it, but it really gets you through the whole song. It's just that strumming pattern that you need to work through, as well as those chords. Once you've got them together, that'll take you through the whole song. So I hope you've enjoyed learning that. That was K by Cigarettes After Sex. Thanks for joining me today, and I appreciate any support, so check out my next video right here.